What up, 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 what up? Smile High and Cut with my oldest daughter. And this is the third episode of the new generation of podcasting technology. And we are less than 24 hours removed from episode 31. What you thought about
it? It was good.
It was good?
Yeah.
It was good? It was a really cool show. I enjoyed it. I actually had it written and ready like an hour and 30 minutes before I posted it. And I did something differently this time because I believe I used to post it around the time that it would be ending live if it was really on TV. And this time I posted it when it would be starting on TV because of my new work schedule. I'll be having to go to bed a little bit earlier because I got to wake up early in the morning. She still be sleeping when I get up for work for a few hours. So let's start this show out by talking about Twitter. I'm done with it. I'm out.
What in the world?
All about the E-Feather. And once y'all get to checking it out, the ones that you might have joined but you ain't really been on it, or you haven't joined it all yet, once you start digging around and you seeing it, you're gonna realize it's actually way cooler than Twitter. Like, we have an MHW group you could join. I think I'm at 11 members right now. And you can share stuff in there within that. But when you share within that, it still gets shared on the, stream. So it's kind of like the equivalent of tagging MHW's Twitter account. You can add Robert Mack. He's on that thing. I just made an account for Wavy Crockett. Over the next few days, I'll be trying to add more accounts for more people. Little characters or whatever, to help build up E-Feather and to also, get those other kind of characters in there. So interesting things could be happening, on social media. What else? They got a cool thing with events. You can post the events, and when you go to the event page, there's a cool little countdown, lets you know how many days, hours, minutes, seconds you got until the next event. Like right now, we got the MHW Throwdown Rise event up there, and you can click if you're interested in it, and you can even join it and say that you're attending it or whatever, and it gives up the numbers, So the more people we get involved in doing that, the better MHW looks. So for everybody that's a part of MHW, please, if you haven't made an E-Feather yet, because I know there's still a few people left that have not, make you one and get involved. Get up and get involved with these events. Say you're gonna be there. Let's make this a cool, fun experience. I'm still learning some of the things. At some point, I'm probably gonna get with Steve and finally ask some questions or whatever, because there are some things that I don't know if I'm doing them right. But for the most part, it's really cool. There's just so much with it. Steve put a lot of work into it. It's really cool. So like I said, if you haven't checked it out yet, you haven't joined it, or you have joined it and you're not really involved yet because you're unsure about it, because I understand that. I remember when I had a MySpace way back in the day and people started getting this Facebook crap way like 15 years ago. And I was like, man, what the hell is this? And everybody was trying to get me to join it. And I would check it out and I was like, I don't know about this. I get it. But trust me, this shit is cool. The coolest part about it is one of us made it. It's not it's not a big corporation that owns it. Steve owns that shit. Like, one of us. It's cool. I get involved with it. You gonna make her on E-Feather? No? I don't know if her mom's gonna let her, but you know how that goes. I had to get him on here because Katrina's still not wanting to be involved. Just tell us a bunch of negative things about your mom, about not wanting to be on my UnCut. Go ahead. Not gonna do it? Okay. So, anyways, episode 31. tricked you. I tricked you. Scrabs is back. Of course Scrabs is back. Come on. Yeah, Scrabs was gonna come back way back. We decided not to put him on the first match card. We wanted to make it a surprise, a cool moment. I've already read some tweets about him. I love it. A lot of negative tweets, a lot of haters out there, and I love that. I love that because that's what's really going on in the real world. You know, there's a lot of haters in the real world, so it's cool to see a bunch of characters being haters, and I love it. And I know the handler of Scrabs loves it. We have come up with a long-term storyline, if you will, and it's going to be fun. With that said, getting in character as Robert Mack for a moment, Evan Maloney, kill that mother. I want you to beat him up. Huh? Oh, I forgot you was still here. Yeah, though, do that. Cause we saw what you did in the main event. You didn't win, but shoot, you was kicking some butt. Did you watch the main event?
I guess.
You guess. I read her the winners and stuff for the matches. I didn't read her the whole show. She didn't read the whole show. The only match I read her in full was the Anastasia Ball-Lair match. Is that how you pronounce it? Oh, wow.
I don't know.
But you know, and if Evan Maloney can't do it, $1 million. Robert Mack is giving $1 million to whoever can take Scrabs out of the equation. You know, $1 million. That's a lot of money. I ain't never seen $1 million in real life. You ever seen $1 million in real life? Don't think about it. You have never seen $1 million. Whew. But yeah, Scrabs is back. But Scrabs ain't fighting for the Ultimate Championship in 2 weeks. War Queen Leah and Bullet, excuse me, are fighting one-on-one to crown a new Ultimate Champion. It's gonna be big. Then El Diablo Blanco and Bandits will be fighting in a ladder match reminiscent of the Rising Phoenix. One-on-one for the Phoenix Championship. And then a triple threat match for the Throwdown Championship. Fatal 4-way for the Hardcore Championship. Got Tyke Index versus Azrain Vebens. Zombie versus Stephanie Sullivan. It's gonna be a good show. On the YouTube exclusive, 2 new superstars battling out. I'm in talks with more people coming in. It's nice. I like it. Let's talk about the show, the Throwdown. Where'd I put that thing at? Here it is right here. This is my phone. I still use it sometimes. I got a laptop now, but I still use my phone sometimes. You know, we started off with the with this little image. Can't really see it well. That says in memory of Solomon Kane. Why that had to happen? Why? Why he had to go? Huh?
What?
Eric. Come on, man. Shoot. I don't even want to talk about that right now. Let's keep moving. Started off with Robert Mack was wearing a Samantha Hamilton t-shirt. He came out to the ring, talked about the night, said Scrabs was not going to be there. He was a liar, but he thought Scrabs wasn't going to be there. And then El Diablo Blanco came out, got him a little spotlight, and cut a fantastic promo. He really did his research, because he knew about some moments. He even talked about Emily Falls puking everywhere. You know, sure did. And he asked me wondering what the heck the fox says, because I don't know. What does the fox say? Go ahead. No, do it. Do it. Oh, come on.
I don't want to say that.
You don't want to say? You can do it.
No.
Don't be shy. Killer Carter had a little interview. El Diablo Blanco fought Killer Carter 1-on-1, and and LD won. And the fans turned on Killer Carter in her first match because they are so behind El Diablo Blanco. It's got me nervous for Bandit in 2 weeks. Then we had, let's see, my bow. Jordan Hagen interviewed Chris Mosh, who just won the Uprising Silver State Championship. But he did not win in MHW on Throwdown. He instead lost to Bruiser, even with Ginger Knox trying to help him. So, what am I going to do about Ginger Knox? What should I do about Ginger Knox?
Fire her.
You think I should let her go?
Fine her for $1 million.
You right, because then I can get the $1 million that I need to give to the person that's going to take out scraps. You smart. I love it. I'm trying to get it from Chris Moss on eFeder. We having a little conversation about that. I'm trying to get the money off of him. I don't even know if he got that much money though. He's just bluffing. But who knows? ST versus the Purge in a tag team match, and ST came out victorious. And then we went backstage where Robert Mack was acting really weird and talked to Bullet in them backstage, a little interaction. You can check that out. And then we had this little, video that said monsters are real and ghosts are real too. They live inside us and sometimes they win. The Geist is coming. Who is the Geist, you think? Geist. Huh?
Dolores?
Dolores? Dolores, is it you? Huh. Only time will tell. Then we had Tyke Index versus Bullet. Of course, it was announced earlier in the day that the winner of that match would be fighting for the Ultimate Championship, and Bullet won. In the middle of that match, out came Scraps, which made Bullet mad because he took that spotlight off of him for a minute. He had a ticket for the front row, but when the security guard said that Robert Mack didn't want him in the building, he just left. And we thought that was going to be the last we saw of Tyke Index, but it was not the last we saw of him. Bruiser got interviewed by Abby Rose, sort of. She kind of took it over there. Then we had Talia Ariano versus Anastasia Belair. And Talia Ariano won that match. Newcomer, just like El Diablo Blanco. And, to the top, they go. Abby Rose had a second interview of the night with Azarine Vevins. It was very interesting, and some inappropriate thing happened at the end we're not going to talk about because my daughter's right here. And then we had Chris Mosh versus Bruiser. We talked about that. He was using them brass knuckles. Ginger Knox was not paying attention, I think purposely. But Psycho fixed that problem, scaring Ginger Knox, and the match was over with. Bruiser won. Then, of course, it was time for the main event, and that Geist is coming thing got a little bit more extreme. It makes me wonder if all them technical difficulties had something to do with the Geist. What you think?
I think so.
The Geist Dolores. It's one of them things. Then, of course, we had that Fatal 4-Way main event. Azarine Vevins was the first to be eliminated a little over halfway into the match, tapping out to Evan Maloney. And then at the end of the match, Leah was able to eliminate both Evan Maloney and then Stephanie Sullivan within a minute's time, and won the match. Is going to be Leah and Bullet for the Ultimate Championship in 2 weeks. A little less than 2 weeks now. We moving forward. So let's talk about the match of judges. I love this group of match judges. We have me, my favorite, because it's me.
Wow.
I mean, because I know what I like. I know what I look for. I know that I'm fair. So, and it's my MHW, but I don't want to be the only judge because I know I'm not perfect, even though I obviously look perfect, right?
No.
I act perfect.
Nobody looks perfect.
Huh? And all that, but I know I'm not perfect. I'm a humble guy, right? And it's nice to have other flavors, to help me judge, because obviously at the end of the day, no matter how fair you are, we've talked about this in the past, it's still your opinion at the end of the day. And especially when you got such great role players that just compete on another level, and it's so hard to judge whose is better. So it's great to have different flavors, but this go around I got 4 extra seasonings. Let's talk about them. The handler of Samson is back to help me judge. My favorite, because he's the closest to like me. You know, he's smarter than me though. He be catching things I don't catch, but he kind of has the same kind of mindset with me when I read. Why? Because he sends me, in depth, reasoning why he chose what he chose, and so I like having him around. My favorite judge. Also, the handler of Samantha Hamilton. She didn't rejoin as Samantha Hamilton, but she is helping out MHW as a match judge, and that one I'm very excited for, because I feel like me and Samantha Hamilton's handler have 2 different mindsets almost completely. In the past, when she didn't like something, she was not afraid to slide into my inbox and let me know. Or I think there was a few times she actually was, and she sent the other shieldmates to talk to me. That's neither here nor there. Either way, we didn't always see eye to eye. She had different opinions. So having her as a judge is a big plus, because she gets that opportunity to speak for the other side, and it's not like a horrible thing, like as in, well, how's that gonna work if because I think pretty much I'd have to look back, but if not all her picks, most of her picks was the same picks I picked anyway. So it's gonna be exciting to have her on board as a match judge. Then we got the handler of Gabriel Ohio, which is cool. I think he's kind of in the middle between my mindset and Samantha Hamilton's mindset. So that kind of makes things interesting. And then finally, who actually, I'm talking about Samantha Hamilton's handler, I thought she was going to be the wild card. This 5th and final judge really turned out to be more of the wild card. Is Solomon Kane, the handler of Solomon Kane, is helping me judge matches, and he's probably the spiciest seasoning in this pot of judging. You like how I did that? She liked how I did that. That's my daughter. So, anyways, so it's real cool, and I would like to thank, if all 4 of you or any of you are watching this, thank you for helping me judge these matches. I really appreciate y'all this week. You helped me out a lot, because it was some tough competition, and it's much appreciated. I'm glad you guys are on board, and yeah. So anything you wanted to say, or you just wanted to hang out with the coolest dad in the world? Huh? You want to tell them what you thought of WrestleMania Backlash last night?
Oh my goodness.
Huh? Tell them. Tell them.
It was okay.
It was okay. But you know what was better than okay? Episode 31 of MHW Throwdown. That was a damn good show. You know why I can confidently say it was a damn good show? Because I guess after the retweets and all that stuff on Twitter, that stupid social media that I'm no longer going to be a part of, when I woke up this morning, I had a bunch of follow requests from different people on Twitter, different effect characters. So I guess MHW is buzzing. So that's what's up. Katrina, you going to say hey? Huh?
Hi.
Katrina is literally crawling across the bedroom to try to make sure she doesn't get on camera. I don't understand. You gonna come say hey?
I said hi.
No, like come say hey.
Oh
like,
my gosh.
go say what's up to these
I'm
people.
embarrassed.
Huh? You're embarrassed? Emma's on camera. She hasn't said nothing this whole time, but she's on camera. I don't know about this lady. What's her problem? You know what? Last show I was talking about starting up a hashtag. Did the mirror? Yeah, so the mirror just fell on Katrina. I think it broke, so she's gonna have bad luck. But that's what she gets for not wanting to be on camera. Yep. So, anyways, last show we were talking about starting up a hashtag Gabriel Ohio, join MHW. Shout out to Chris Mosh for actually doing that. This week, let's start up a hashtag Katrina. Stop being scared. There's her hand. She is like really goofy. What the is this? What is going on? Huh? You can't even. Emma is shy as heck, and she's on camera. What are you doing? Huh? Chris Mosh misses you. Okay? She's gone. She's really not gonna get her camera. She's 100% against this. Wow. Props to you. Props to you. I don't think there's anything else for me to talk about today. You have anything? Huh? Well, then that's all. Thank you to all the role players that returned. You know, obviously I couldn't have did it without y'all. I'm pumped up for MHW Throwdown Rise. It's so cool, you know, to be able to make more memories with y'all and special moments with MHW. To all the returning people, much love. To all the new faces, welcome to the family. Much love. Let's make some more big moments. And that's all we got.